This video is brought to you by TS4U IT Engineering Bootcamp. Are you looking for an IT bootcamp? In your journey with TS4U, you will get workshops and tasks every week, hands-on practice, technical tests and tasks, show and tell, mock interview. And we get paid fully only when you get a job. You can get affordable student loan. Become eligible for free tuition. We offer industry-demanding IT boot camps. Join now and start your IT engineering journey today with TS4U.
Can you explain how Git can be integrated with continuous integration, continuous delivery, that is CI/CD pipelines?
Yeah, so what we do in our case, so we have CI/CD enabled for like most of our projects. Okay, so we have CI/CD enabled for the dev servers and the development projects because that's where the real work actually happens, right? All the developers commits code onto the repositories, and those codes needs to be checked onto the like CI/CD server, and they needs to be deployed on the dev server as soon as possible so that the developer can check if the fix that he did is working or not. Okay, so if that passes, then we move it to the staging server so that the QA can do the UAT test. Okay, so for all of these things, and in order to like get things faster, we actually have like CI/CD enabled for all of our application repositories. Okay, so we have some mono repos which has multiple projects on a single repository, and we have the microservice repositories which have their own separate Git repos. Okay, so all of those actually has the CI/CD enabled. We use GitLab CI since we use the GitLab as our code hosting platform. So GitLab CI provides us a very nice CI/CD tool called GitLab CI. So this is also very simple to set up. So that's why we went for it. Before that, we used to run Jenkins, but that was a third-party system. So slowly we actually like migrated over to the GitLab CI because it is basically easier. We can maintain all the things, all the settings from one place, so we don't need to keep track of the Jenkins server as well. And we have the GitLab CI custom runners that can run all the workloads separately, and we can have like hundreds of pipelines running at the same time. So this is very easy to scale as well. Okay, so like in order to like get a new project or get a new repository to enable the CI/CD, so what we have, we actually don't need to do much. We just go to the project. As a DevOps, we also have the access to like add something to the repository. Okay, so not all of us actually has the developer permission to push some code. So let's say I have the access, and some newer people actually don't have access in our own team because they might actually goof up something. So our company policy is give them access after 3 months. Okay, so whenever they passes their probation period, they actually have access to the code base. So now what we need to do, we just go to the project. If the developer actually like creates a ticket that, hey, I have this new repository, I have added you as a maintainer of this project. So can you please enable CI/CD for this project, and it should be deployed onto this specific server. Okay, so with all these informations, what we do, we take the requirements and then we actually create a YAML file, because GitLab CI only requires a .gitlab CI YAML file on the project home directory or the project root, what you can say. So with that, we just need to create that file, and that will enable the GitLab CI. Okay, so what we need to do, we just take those requirements that we have from the ticket, and then we just write the YAML file for the GitLab CI. We specify specific stages, like how many stages we should have. Like, let's say this is a test stage, this is a build stage. We build Docker images with those build stages, and then we have some push stages where we push the codes onto the specific Docker repository, and then we have a deployment stage where we deploy to appropriate server. We have EC2 instances for some projects. We have ECS clusters for some project, and for some dev or staging projects, we also have the EKS clusters as well. So based on the deployment type that is specified on the ticket, we actually push it with the like specific configurations that we have, and we use those configurations on the deploy stage to configure the CI/CD to deploy it directly on the like appropriate cluster that was intended to run that application. Okay, so this is how we can easily enable a newer like repository to have like the CI/CD process at one go. Okay, so that's why we actually migrated from Jenkins as well, because Jenkins had a different entity. We needed to do a lot of stuffs on the UI in order to get it working. But for now, we can just add a YAML file on the project itself, and it enables the CI/CD for us. So this is pretty much working great for us right now.